Soap Suds? Welcome back to another episode of the Geek Soapbox. As always, I'm your host, Lee Ponton, and of course I'm joined by my co-host,
Leva Bates!
Yeah! We're back!
We're back!
So we took a little bit of a hiatus. Leva's been globetrotting. But we're back now. We got some stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, we do.
Heck yeah, we do! Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr. went on Kimmel and dropped the Captain America Civil War trailer on us. And I guess they're trying to get ahead of the trailer leak train, which seems to plague Marvel.
That's true.
Every time. Leaked. So this time they're just like, here it is! Didn't see that one coming, did ya?
Haha, stuck on that. We did it first.
What? So let's talk about this trailer.
Alright.
It looks like Cap and Falcon have found Bucky. But I guess we knew that from the post-credit scene in Ant-Man.
Is his arm stuck in something?
Yeah, it looks like it's like in a vice or
out.
something. It looks like there's some sort of machinery place. So he used some heavy-duty equipment just to lock his arm in place, because he's not going anywhere without that. He's a prisoner, or he's staying under his own free will. I can't really tell.
It's hard to tell. There's a lot of speculation that's going in there. But obviously he's got his memory. Maybe they had him there to help him get his memories.
They don't seem to fully trust him just yet. Like, maybe they trust him, but they don't want him to take off and disappear again. Yeah, I don't know.
He was kind of under Hydra control, so...
And then, we've got William Hurt back as General Ross from the Incredible Hulk.
That's kind of cool. They, tied that in, even though it's a different Bruce. But it was supposed to be all linked
It's
together.
in continuity. It's just different.
But he was kind of a bad guy, so is he, better now?
Oh, I think he's still a bad guy. It just looks like he's a higher-up bad guy. Now he looks like he's a suit in Washington, which is not good for anyone. Because they were, discussing the Sokovia Accords, which I guess is direct fallout from Age of Ultron. I get it, Sokovia. Fallout. It's funny because it fell out of the sky! I mean, that's not funny. That's sad. But everyone was saved, so it's okay. No one died.
We got General Ross. He's all like, "Oh, these accords." And
I think you're gonna need to sign this paper.
I'm an asshole, and
you're a vigilante. I'm an asshole. Sign this.
That sounds about right.
And I don't think Steve is having any part of that.
No, I mean, well, that actually follows the comic, so that's my big thing. How closely are you gonna follow the comics? Obviously, there's a lot of things that are different.
Yeah.
Because the movie verse is way different than the comic verse, but it looks like they are taking...
The idea is the same.
Which I didn't know that. At first I thought it was just I'm protecting Bucky, but I'm like, oh, it goes a little deeper than that with...
I think Bucky is just more evidence against supers.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's this crazy sniper murderer out there. Sokovia happened. Loki. There's so much collateral damage.
Incredible Hulk in the last movie. That was a bit...
Yeah, in South Africa, but even in Incredible Hulk, he destroyed half of Harlem or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of collateral damage where the Avengers are concerned.
And it makes sense, because Tony's already outed at this point, even in the movie verse, so he can be the poster boy. Well, hey, he's fine.
It's so strange to me because in Age of Ultron, he was so big on, we can do this, we can set it right, we do this, we end the team, the world is safe if we just get Ultron active.
And he was wrong.
And then all of a sudden, it's a complete 180 of, no, we have to be regulated, we can't just...
Well,
and
think
it's
about
so
that.
weird.
I mean, he tried that and it failed miserably. So now this is him okay, here's my humble pie. Sorry,
when has
guys.
Tony ever had any humble pie
But
in
maybe
his
now.
life?
And they're alright, so you either do this or we're gonna cut you off or something, somehow.
Does he have that much guilt over
Maybe.
Ultron?
Yeah, probably. I mean, what if you accidentally created something that destroyed...
I guess maybe. I don't know. It's just...
I feel like he's trapped. I feel like they're gonna have Tony trapped somehow. Look at, Rhodey. Rhodey's part of the military, so he has to be a part of it,
Which also, it begs the question for me, where does Black Widow play into this? Because it seems from the trailer that she's against Steve.
Yeah.
Like, she's siding with the government, but S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't exist anymore. Like, she doesn't work for the government anymore, right?
Well, no. At the end of Age of Ultron, her and Steve were the ones that are training the new Avengers.
Right, but who's paying for that? Is the government trying to support the Avengers? Is that where the new Avengers facility came from? The government?
Maybe that's why they have to sign the
So
thing.
maybe now the government is trying to control
Regulate,
what the
yeah.
Avengers do because they're like, well, we're footing the bill for all this stuff.
Yeah.
You need to do what we do.
That makes sense.
You'd think after everything that happened to her, the stuff that happened to her by the Russian government, the way S.H.I.E.L.D. betrayed her, that she's going to side with that again?
She's also a double agent. That's what she's good at. So she can be like, alright, maybe over here, and then like, Cap, or I'm giving you a call, are you going to arrest me? We didn't see the rest of that scene. Maybe she's like, no, I'm just giving you a heads up. Get out, now.
You're probably right.
Like,
She could very well be a double agent. On that note, it looks like Hawkeye is on Steve's side. So she's going to fight him, who seems like
that would
best
make
friend?
the drama. That
So
there could be a cool little
crazy.
fight scene between them.
It's so weird to me.
Well, I mean, look at you got Falcon and Black Panther. In the comic books, it's flip-flopped. But in the movie, it's like, instead of Black Panther being on Captain's side, now he's on Tony's side for whatever reason. We don't know anything about this guy.
No,
which
he
is
just
interesting.
showed up. He just popped up in this trailer.
Yeah, so we have no idea. Like, it's not his
No
origin.
intro. He just stands there like a badass.
Yeah, it doesn't like Tony chase him. Not Tony. Steve chase him.
It
all
happens
the
so
time.
fast, I can't tell. I can't
Yeah.
tell who's chasing.
And then like Falcon's obviously because of the movies team captain.
Team captain.
Where does Spider-Man fit into this?
No Spider-Man.
Because we
in
haven't.
this trailer.
He's not in the trailer at all. But where would he fit in the movie? Like.
Also notably absent from this trailer, the Vision.
Yeah, he should be in it, shouldn't he?
He's in it.
And what about Ant-Man? Did we see him?
He's also in it, but we didn't see him in the trailer.
Unless he's tiny.
He could be tiny.
He could be like on Captain's shoulder and we didn't even
I don't
know
know.
it the entire time.
Yeah. So I don't know. We don't know. We don't know where those two guys fall. He's probably Team Cap because I think that's who Falcon in the post-credit scene of Ant-Man. Falcon's like, I know a guy. He's
Yeah.
probably referring to Scott.
Yeah.
So he's probably Team Captain. Also in that trailer is revealed Scarlet Witch, who up until this point has been left out of like any sort of concept promotional art or anything. And all the interviews with Elizabeth Olsen have been like, oh, you know, Scarlet Witch is a wild card. We don't know where she's going to fall. She's the wild card in all of this. Well, clearly in that trailer, she was fighting with Cap.
If he's her teacher, I could see. Sometimes you go with your mentors. And then if she's there of a vision, join her. Since
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's too obvious, but the whole Rhodey being his lap in that scene,
Yeah.
he looked dead.
Yeah.
I don't think he is though. I think it's too obvious.
I
You
don't
think
he's
someone's gonna
dead.
die in this movie, and if they are, it's gonna be someone who's super important. Spoiler if you haven't read the comic. Obviously, we know what happens at the end of the comic book, and then Bucky's like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll take
Yeah.
the mantle." Will that happen, or will that be completely?
I don't know. How many movies has Chris Evans done? Because I think he only had a 6-picture contract.
Yeah.
Not that that means anything, because Robert Downey Jr. was done. But
And that's also the rumors I'm reading online. People think it might be him instead, as a swerve.
there are rumors that Tony
Yeah.
dies?
That's one of the speculations. The thing is, I don't think they're going to do that because of Infinity. They need
No, I
him for
think
Infinity.
no. I think he's still signed on for Infinity.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Unless he's like a ghost. Maybe he's all like Star Wars blue ghost. I think they need everyone if they're going to do Infinity.
But even if somebody dies, like, technically, with what we know from the comics about the Infinity Gauntlet, they could bring them back.
That's true.
Maybe they'll kill Steve and Tony. Maybe they'll kill everybody.
Maybe everyone dies. in the
Everyone
movie.
dies at the end of Civil War. Thor dies in Ragnarok. Incredible Hulk is supposed to be in that. So, maybe he dies too. What's Infinity War about? Nobody knows. Top that, DC! Anyway, so that last scene, I mean, the exchange between Tony and Cap, it's a little, like, it pulls at the heartstrings. you
Oh my
know?
god, yeah.
The whole, sorry I had to do this, he's my friend. So was I.
Oh my god. In the comics, I hated Tony. Like, I was vehemently against Team Iron Man. Like, Well, he did a lot of douchebag things too.
Oh God, yeah, fake Thor, and I mean literally locking away your former friends in a prison in another dimension. I mean, it doesn't get much more douchey than that.
He's super douchebag in the comics. So I feel like movieverse Tony is not going to be near that douchebag. He may have moments of, like, assholery. That's a word. Movieverse Tony, just because Robert Downey Jr. is so incredible actor, but so incredibly charming and likable. It's going to be like, he's not a likable asshole, he's a charming asshole. And, like, he's also... because of all the movies, he's just so much more likable, so much more human, I think. Robert Downey Jr. knows how to do that. He knows how to be like,
yeah.
And you cry now. I have a feeling I'm not going to hate him here. It's going to be hard. I'm going to be like torn the entire movie.
And that's the other thing about it is you want to cheer for the heroes or the underdog. You know? I mean, like, I feel like, the movie's called Captain America. So...
yeah.
I guess you're supposed to be on Cap's side.
Protagonist, yes.
But in the grand scheme of things, it's tough when you can see both sides of it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I'm sure something happened. I'm sure maybe Ross will do something dastardly, and they'll be like, alright, F you, no registration, come on. Yeah. Come on, Tony, don't do it. But you're like, he kind of has to, he has no choice for whatever reason. So you can't hate him because of it.
No.
So all your hate will go to probably Ross or someone else.
Something. It's just, it's so tough because you see all of the collateral damage. We've seen it.
Yeah.
In every single movie.
What's the explosion? Who causes that? Is
no
that
idea.
The fighting causing explosion? Is something happened at the beginning of the movie?
Is that the catalyst at the beginning that sets these events in motion?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it Bucky that causes it? And that's why he's super on the run? Or is he super on the run because of what happened in the last Captain America movie? Yeah. Is there more that happens? What a lot of questions we have, Marvel.
So many questions.
But we're really super pumped.
We're super pumped and there's so long to wait to get the answers. Whose side are you on right now, knowing what we know from just this trailer? Are you Team Cap?
Or are you Team Iron Man?
Let us know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to click that like button. Let us know you like this video. And we'll keep making more Geek Soapbox for you.
And make sure you share this with all your friends and everyone you know. Spread the love to Geek Soapbox.
Don't forget to click that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel so you'll be the first to know when we post new videos. Just like this one. We're going to keep talking geeky stuff here on the channel.
Always.
And we want to share it with you. Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you next time right here on the Geek Soapbox. Bye. Game over.